Welcome to Fan Perspective. I'm your host, Joe Ferraro, and this week on the minds of mixed martial arts fans is Fedor, Ronda Rousey, a bitter feud that has gone public in the world of MMA, and of course Conor McGregor and The Ultimate Fighter. Let's kick things off via my Twitter with JoeDaddy85, who says, I am pissed at Fedor for not choosing UFC. He chose a promotion that doesn't even exist yet. I'm not interested in seeing him fight cans. Well, that's always been the story with Fedor Emelianenko. We've always wanted to see him compete in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. For most of us, we bit the bait yet again, despite even yours truly saying, I don't think it's going to happen. There was something there that was saying, you know what, maybe it will. But the bottom line is, when he does compete against whoever on New Year's Eve, the majority of us are still going to watch. All right, back to my Twitter, where UFC Vancouver, BC says, how many tickets will Ronda sell in Australia? I think they are gambling big time. It's not a very stacked card in my opinion. Perhaps it's not the fact that the card isn't quote-unquote stacked, it's the fact that it's Ronda Rousey, the UFC, arguably the biggest star in the organization, headlining a show in an area that is dying to have the UFC. Think of Toronto and how long people in Toronto wanted to see a mixed martial arts event, especially the UFC. They filled up that Rogers Center, over 55,000 people in the blink of an eye. I won't be surprised if the same thing happens in Australia. On to Riley_96, who says, this Faber-Bang feud is heading in a very bad direction. Faber has a great name in MMA circles. Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, it's very unfortunate. This is the byproduct now of airing dirty laundry in the public eye. They're both great guys. I've had nothing but wonderful experiences with both of them. I just hope they can get their situation resolved, get it out of the media, get it out of the public eye, deal with what you have to deal with. And we all know, I can't really make judgment on this situation, but we always hear the same story. One guy has one side, another guy has another side. The truth lies somewhere in the middle, or there's a sliding scale to see who actually is telling the truth. Bottom line is, for me, it's MMA gossip. I don't want to hear about it, despite the fact that I do like these guys, and hopefully they just simply can get it resolved. All right, our final point comes from Tudor_CT, who says, Rousey McGregor on TUF got my attention and eyeballs on the show, and thankfully it led me to @RyanHall_BJJ, a new star in UFC. Well, let's not say new star just yet. He does have some work to do, but for those of us that have been following him in the grappling world, we all know what Ryan Hall is capable of. I actually spoke with Faraz Zahabi from TriStar, where Ryan Hall has done a variety of his training, and he said simply two words over the weekend: awesome and amazing. And every time you watch Ryan Hall compete, whether it's on the mats or even in mixed martial arts with those fantastic setups, they're awesome and amazing. Let's see how he does in the show first. Let's see if he gets actually signed to a UFC contract, and let's see him work up. Despite him competing at 155 on the show, let's see what he does where he's supposed to compete at 145 pounds. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's continue this conversation via social media. Make sure you hit me up at ShowdownJoe via Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook. Thank you very much for watching. Ciao for now.